when you look at your character and when you think back on the character that you're playing, what is his heart like? What's really going on inside him?
Well, related to him a lot because I think in a lot of ways the choices that he's faced with are similar to choices that every actor faces. It's kind of giving up one life that might be more stable in pursuit of something that's a lot of the time unattainable and certainly a great risk to you know, for you to take. I mean, there's no guarantee that you're going to make any money. There's no guarantee that you'll ever have, you know, health insurance, but at the same time, it's something that people feel compelled to do. And so, in a lot of ways, I really related to this character. You know, a lot of people say, well, what, you know, how can you condone the choice he makes at the end of the movie? And to me, that was never even an issue. I mean, it was, you know, as the Landau character says, you know, your destiny chooses you. And I think it's similar with most actors that would tell you the same thing.
Well, especially about gambling in this movie. John Dahl's film doesn't make comments. It's not a preachy film. It just is.
Right.
And
right.
which
yeah.
is important. It's not about whether you're going to do right or wrong at the end. It's about what your character really would do logically.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And not placing. There's no like value judgment on that choice that he makes. I don't think. I think that's for, you know, the audience to kind of decide. And there's no prognostication as to what happens to him. You know. I mean, he could you know, if there was another movie made about this guy's life, I mean, you could see him at the World Series, or you could see him, you know, with a cup in his hand. But at least he would have made this choice that at a very deep level he can live with.
Matt, is your character addicted to gambling in this film?
No, I don't think so. Well, it's a very tricky line because poker is very different from craps, from blackjack, from any other, from roulette, you know. It is a skill game, and Mike points out at a certain point to Gretchen Mall's character, why do the same guys make it to the final table at the World Series of Poker every year? Are they the luckiest guys in the world? You know, are they the luckiest guys in Vegas? No, they're the best players there. And one thing I really learned about poker is, yes, there's luck, there's that factor on any given hand, but over the course of time, the best player is going to win the money because it's a game completely dependent upon skill, and it's not anybody can win with a good hand, but it's those mediocre hands and the bad hands, knowing when to fold, knowing when to bet, when to bluff, that really kind of determines what kind of card player you are.
You know, in the grand scheme of choosing projects, and I imagine a lot of scripts are coming towards you now. And when you make choices, what's going through your mind when you make choices of what films you're going to do now and what you won't do?
Well, it's the same philosophy really that kind of governed what I did before. It was just if I liked it, if I responded to it, and the part was available to me, I did it. And Rounders is no different. I mean, I made the choice to do it at a different time in my life, but if this movie came along now, I'd do it. You know, I mean, I think it's a good movie, and I really, as an actor, you know, as somebody who wants to be around in 50 years, it was an incredible opportunity to work with these actors who I have a tremendous amount of respect for. Edward Norton, I think, is as good as anybody around right now, especially in our age group. And Martin Landau and John Turturro, who's been uncompromising in his entire career and just an incredible actor, and of course Malkovich. So it was, you know, it was a dream job. It was like showing up for work every day and looking at the call sheet and going, oh, well, I guess John Malkovich is going to be here today.
Yeah, rough day at work.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Rough.
A little intimidating, a little intimidating.
And are you a better card player now?
Yeah, but I still wouldn't try my hand with my own money at the World Series or anything like that. I mean, I'm good enough to beat up my home game, but I've learned enough to know that I don't know anything.